We're live and definitely not on Twitter.
Yeah,
I mean, we are on Twitter.
Well, we are on
we
Twitter.
do have a Twitter.
All right, well,
Yeah, we
fair.
have a Twitter account.
That's right.
Let me be on Twitter, John. Oh God.
Weren't you just tweeting out somebody angrily yesterday?
Yes, last night I tweeted to Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify and Joe Rogan.
And Joe Rogan, to which I tweeted, I said, at Spotify, if you pay me half of what you pay Joe Rogan, I will be racist also. So
Amazing.
I mean, it's not hard. There's plenty of people out there who like want that job.
yeah, there's plenty of people out there racist for free. I mean, you give me half of that, and it's like,
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
were
why
just
not?
fucking talking about it, and then it was like, well, wait, we've got a podcast. Why didn't Spotify just sponsor us on there? You can just pay us like a fraction of what you pay, and we'll be racist. It's fine.
Yep.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Like shit.
Race war, who's in?
Race war.
Yeah. And what was
Oh,
that?
wait,
I
just
said
kids, you
half.
know.
I said half. You said a quarter. So that's what, $25 million?
I mean, they could hire all four of us and pay us, like a quarter each. That'd be fine.
Yeah, because Joe's getting 100 million for his
Yeah,
podcast.
I'd take 25K.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I am good with that, and I will be racist too.
Yeah, I'll only be a quarter as racist, but still.
Okay. You get what you pay for.
It'll be a surprise too. It won't even you won't even know what race I'm being racist towards.
Right.
God damn it, I will be.
Really random. All right.
Ambiguously racist. I'm here for those.
Fucking orcs.
No, you're not. You're actually not.
Goddamn orcs
I
and
mean,
their
you are,
big
but
ass
you're not.
fucking
You know what I mean?
teeth
Like-
and their green skin.
I would be an equal opportunity racist.
There you go. That's the way to be.
Yeah, everybody gets it.
God
Sarcasm.
damn giants and their big legs.
Yeah. Can't stand those damn tree hugging. What was his name? Those goblins from Lord of the Rings, bastards.
The hobbits?
Damn dirty skin.
You're describing literally like the whole cast, except for
Yeah,
Legolas.
there's a lot of... Yeah.
With the exception of the High Elves, you described all of Lord of the Rings in one sentence.
Did I not just say equal opportunity?
I mean, you did.
He did. He said that.
Swinging on everyone in Hobbiton.
Fucking whole Shire can get these hands.
Oh my goodness.
Second breakfast to these insults.
Oh my god. Welcome to the beginning of the podcast. This is the part where I tell you that this is the beginning and that you are welcome. Everybody in chat, Katie, Quantum, anybody who wasn't already talking, maybe you're just lurking, that's cool too. Thank you for joining us for the live stream. My name is Servo, and of course we have in my general vicinity 3 other kind gentlemen.
Debatable.
At least that's what I'm going to refer to them as, even though that's a complete lie. With me, one of them goes by the name Moose.
Howdy.
That's him there. And then there's the direct edition.
Diversify your bonds, bitches.
Definitely.
Sound advice.
Definitely do that. And then we also have John.
I'm Jono.
Almighty.
Hi, I'm Jono.
No. Do the Almighty part. You're Jono Almighty. Own it.
Hi, I'm Jono Alrighty.
Be the Jono you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
Give me a couple dollars, I'll be Jono all 90.
Hey.
I will give you $1 right now if you put some oomph into it. I'll send it to you on Cash App.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiono.
You're gonna say it's not delivery, it's Cash App.
Yo, what up,
Uh,
Mustache Mickey
Mustache
and
Mickey
Loaf
and
in the chat?
Loaf
Hello, Katie and Quantum Chickpea and Batsy.
and the
Betsy's there.
Batsy.
Yay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 92nd episode.
92nd.
Something like that.
92nd.
8 more episodes and we die.
I don't.
That was
think
in the
that's this
contract.
channel.
Yeah,
That was
in my contract.
that was in the contract when we started the channel.
You signed
I
a
remember.
contract?
Yeah, didn't everybody?
Yeah, we all signed the contract.
Nice.
It's just-
Birthday, death day.
It was in an alley. We were hanging out, and there was this dude with a cloak on, and he pulled out a piece of paper and was
I didn't
like,
sign
"All right,
shit, so I don't know what you're talking about.
well,
Did this happen at a crossroads?
I mean, there was roads. I don't know if they were crossing.
I mean, they had to at some point, so
Every road crosses at some point, I guess.
yeah. We'll count it.
Well, I mean, that's 8 more podcast problem from now. It's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine.
8 more
Just got some
podcasts.
chat.
So in 8 more podcasts, somebody else is gonna have to run setup because Jono's not gonna be here.
Oh yeah, apparently he's the only one that signed the contract. But also, he's the only one who's going to hold himself to it. So, I mean,
Finding them loopholes.
you only have to wait 88 more podcasts. I mean, I'll just stop showing up for them, I guess, and then they'll never happen.
Playables. Oh, I have another
Go on.
Funko story.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
This one has a better ending. Has a happy ending.
I was
Does
gonna
it?
say you didn't get another fake one, did you?
No, I didn't. After I went through that one guy that I was texting,
Yeah.
and I tried to get him to send me a middle finger, like next to the Funko. Wait,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that against TOS?
No, you can middle finger and stream.
Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah,
trying to
fuck
get
the
him
stream.
to like send me a picture with the Funko
Yeah.
like this, you know,
Yeah.
so I know that he has it in hand and he's not photoshopping dates onto the item he's trying to sell me. After I talked to that guy, another guy came up and he was like, "Hey, are you still looking for the Kaguya?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like nonchalant. I was like, yeah. Send me what you have.
Mhm.
And he sent me pictures that he took like 2 weeks ago. He's like, "I'll send you some updated ones when I get off work." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I went in and I checked the Skittle Rampage site, and I saw him like he has like several posts on there, like selling Funko Pops. So I was like, "Okay, this one
So-
might be legit."
Not sketchy like last one.
Right. And I checked his Facebook page, his profile, and he has more than 2 posts on there. And I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit more comfortable about this one. Lo and behold, he never messaged me back after work. So again, I was like, all right, fuck it. And Mrs. Moneypenny encouraged me. She was like, just message him back and see what he says. So I messaged him, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I was so sorry. I got off work and I went straight to sleep. Here's the updated pictures." And he like blasted me like 6 pictures that he had. He had the like all angles of the box, and next to it, he had written on the piece of paper his name and the date from 2 weeks ago. Well, the new ones he sent, he's like scribbled out the date and then wrote like the new date on it. And I was like, okay, I can't blame him for that, because that shows, he's changing the date on it.
Yeah, like he's physically held it and has
Right.
changed the date on it. So yeah, why not?
Right. So I was like, okay, that's it. I'll take it. And I asked him how much. He said he'd take $5 off of the pop price guide. And I looked it up, and it was like $85. So I was like, okay, that's a lot cheaper than I was expecting to pay because this pop is what's the going rate for it now? $125 is what
Nice.
it's going for now.
Wow.
And he said he gave it to me for 85, including the 85 includes shipping.
That's pretty damn good then.
Yeah. So I like asked him for a couple more pictures, asked him a couple of questions. Where was it coming from? And he seemed legit. So I gave him. I went ahead and sent him the $85, and he asked if I wanted it in a pop protector, and I was like, sure, throw a pop protector in there. He asked was I looking for anything else. I sent them my list of pops that I'm missing. So I gave him an address, and he has an additional pop that I'm missing. He's like, "Did you want to add it to a bundle?" And I was like, "No. Let me wait and make sure this Kaguya gets here." And he like laughed out loud, and he was like, "I understand." He sent me pictures of him like bubble wrapping the pop
Mm-hmm.
and putting it in a box, and then he sent me a tracking number. So I checked the tracking number today, and it's supposed to be here by Wednesday. So
So legit.
Yeah. Seems that way.
So next
Way
week,
better
next
story.
week you should see it.
I am hoping this Wednesday that I get it, and I mean, I'm still a little skeptical because there are some stuff that could go wrong. You know,
You're gonna get it, and it's got 69s on the wrist again.
Well, the pictures that he sent me had the right nines on it, but I'm kind of like, if he wanted to be shifty, he'd just throw any other pop in there that wasn't worth $85.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, give him the old bait and switch. Show the Kaguya, and then just be like, ha ha ha, you got another fucking Naruto.
Yeah.
Congratulations, here's Shikamaru.
I'm waiting to see.
Right.
I'm waiting to see. I'm a little skeptical, but I'm more on the optimistic side than I was for the other two guys. So we see. Oh, and then my friend from Kuwait that I told you guys about, she messaged me, and she was like, "You said you were looking for Naruto Funko Pops. I went to the store in Kuwait, and they had these 4. I bought these 4. If you don't want them, I can just return them." And it was all 4 of the one I got jilted at the fucking Hot Topics at the Avenues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The Naruto on Gamakichi that I was sorely pissed about, but it was Naruto Gamakichi, Kakashi Perfect Susanoo, Anbu Black Ops Itachi, and Agara. And I was just like, you know what? I don't need the Gara, but since you bought it, I'll take it off your hands. And she was like, sweet, I'll ship them out tomorrow. And I was like, fucking A.
Damn. Your friend in Kuwait just coming in clutch lately.
I know. Hopefully by the end of this week, I'll end up with 2, 3, 4, 5 pops that I've been missing. So fingers crossed.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Naruto, and I'll probably mention this a little bit also later on, but
yeah, that dude from Fortnite.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Did you guys see the Naruto inspired Kamigawa card that's coming out?
No.
Tatsunari Toad Rider.
Oh wow. No,
I did see that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It's a 3/3 legendary human ninja that rides a toad, and it's basically anytime you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't have one of these legendary toads on the board, then you get one. And then the toad itself makes it so that anytime you cast another enchantment, your opponent loses life and you gain life. And then you can also do some other stuff with it. It's it's fucking cool. It's a little weird, but it's also really cool.
I'm making a fucking toad deck.
Oh yeah. There's going to be some other toads in the set too, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's a frog creature token.
Fucking
So any
Kamigawa.
frog cards are going to be
one more week.
a hot item.
Yeah. This Friday, right?
Mm-hmm. 5 more days.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, 4 more days.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday.
I think it releases at midnight
Thursday
on the 10th
midnight.
on Arena.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because the pre-sale for the bundle items on the Arena, excuse me, they go off sale on the 10th.
So you're telling me I need to call out sick Friday and do a 24-hour Magic the Gathering stream?
I don't know.
I mean, not the worst idea.
I can't tell you no, but
because at the same time, like it could come out on Saturday at 2 a.m. for all I know.
Fair.
You know, and then you would have just wasted a day.
A day off is never wasted.
I mean, I was gonna say a day off is a day off.
I mean, you'd have more gold.
Yeah.
Also, I was looking at some other things. If unless you guys had something else, I'll go ahead and break into games that I played this week.
No, you're good.
Because I already started talking about Magic.
We played that
Magic Arena. I was doing some research and I found out something. It's something I didn't post in the topics, but it was interesting that I found out that Magic the Gathering, a lot of people, I wouldn't say the majority, but a lot of people are complaining about the way that they charge for cards in that game. Because, you know, you don't just you can't just go buy singles, right? For Arena.
No, you have to buy packs and then you have to get the wild cards out of those.
Correct. And for someone like let's say me, for example, like if I look at a deck right now that I want to put together, you know, if it's like a fairly meta deck right now and I need let me look real quick. I would say the top deck right now, I would need like 9 mythics to craft it with what I already have. Like this one in particular, it's like a lot of it's lands and like planeswalkers that I don't have and shit like that. So to get those cards, mythic wild cards are typically like 1 to 30. You'd have to buy 30 packs to get 1 mythic wild card.
Unless you get one in a pack.
Yeah, unless you get one in a pack, but you could get more. But also remember that a lot of these cards are from different sets too, so you'd have to be buying, you know, the right sets to be trying to get the cards that you want to get. Then with the difference, you might make it up in wild cards, yada yada yada. It costs a lot of money, you know, to do it that way. Especially because you have to buy
it also depends.
the gems
like,
with cash.
Magic is hella generous with giving away packs for like doing almost anything compared to like Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you say that because again, I was looking into the math of how that works, and like they'll give you like 3 packs for the beginning of a set.
I was gonna say they'll give you packs for the beginning of the set. There's random codes during the set that'll give you amounts,
which are usually like saris for when the game is down and things like that.
Yeah.
But even
or
then,
for random like world event tournament ones, they'll give out things for those too.
Even with those included, it takes you at least 1 in 20 packs to just get a mythic. And when you're trying to do competitive like Magic, it's extremely difficult to like buy it that way. And so there was some people who were talking about ways that they could fix it. One would be upscaling the wild cards. Like if you had 60 uncommons, you could trade in like say 10 or 12 and get a rare, and then you could trade in a bunch of rares and get a mythic.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Hearthstone's like dusting system, how you can just break down cards so that you can have a currency to make cards, like break down a certain amount so you can get some wild cards.
Yeah, but it would have to be less than 1-to-1 because, like with real Magic, even if let's say I have a physical card that's a mythic, it may not be the same value as another card. So
well, then you get into a real muddy process of valuing, because then valuing scales dependent on the card, and then they have to go into actually checking values of cards. Because then it's that's what I'm saying. Somebody inflated value of this card, so this card is now worth like, it's a fucking uncommon, and it's suddenly worth like 20 times what a mythic is.
Exactly. Yeah. So in that case, it's like less valuable to have something like that versus something like what this guy's talking about, where you can just upscale the wild cards. Or you should be able to just like basically buy wild cards.
Mhm.
Like you should be able to buy a pack of wild cards. Like your sole intent is to craft cards that you don't have. They should allow you to, to do something like that.
I don't
where
know
you're
about
just getting
straight
a
up
bunch of them.
buy wild cards, because then it kind of becomes its own like play to win model in a way.
But that's the problem, is that it's already kind of pay to win, like the physical game, whereas the arena game, it punishes you because they don't have anything like that. Like in physical Magic, you should be able to go, and what a lot of people have done in the past is they'll go and buy like the commander decks or the pre-release packs. Well, those have codes in them for arena cards.
Yeah.
So what they do is they'll
wish they did
open
more
the
of that.
packs and take all the codes out, and then they eBay the codes for arena. So it's kind of like, oh, well, if I have enough money, all I have to do is go get these codes, and you can get, like a bunch of packs, and it's already pay to win. So by having it this way, they're kind of screwing themselves. They should switch it to a more fair way. That way people are still buying packs, but they're able to get more of the cards that they want without making it so direct, like you're not just straight up buying the card. So it's kind of interesting that again, there's kind of it's a double-edged sword either way you look at it. But to get,
I just wish there was a way to break down, especially in a game that like has been always known to rotate out sets and make sets unplayable for certain game types. Like the ability to go to a store and be like, all right, this set is rotated, I'm gonna trade these in for value and see if I can put this towards a box. Like it needs something like that. It needs the ability to trade in cards.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but unfortunately they still have MTGO, which I don't know why they don't just do away with MTGO. If it's just, maybe it's just too complicated to put all the old cards into arena and like make it so that you can
I was
buy
gonna
those.
say
I don't understand.
It's something about like they still run masters on that, and there's still tournaments that are run on MTGO.
It doesn't make
it's
any
a mess.
sense.
I fucking hated MTGO.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a list of codes in the Discord?
We do.
It hasn't been updated in a while because we haven't checked in a little while, but we do.
I think since then only a couple sets have come out. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering Arena. I've got up to like 20k coins now, so
very nice.
I got basically 20 packs waiting for me. Also, some other things I was looking into. So what I was really getting at was that it's way more efficient gold wise if you're willing to put in the time to get to use your coins on draft, because you get guaranteed cards in the draft or in sealed, and the value for your coins versus the cards is pretty much always better. Or I was also looking, they have a lot of the daily deal packages in right now, because Lat mentioned that one package that was or the bundle that was the starter bundle. It's like $5 and you get 2,500 gems and you get some other stuff. They have another one that's like a cosmetic card back with a character avatar that's $14.99. That one's 3,500 gems, which is a pretty good deal. Because usually that's like $20 supposed to get some stuff. But at the same time, if you just want straight up packs, they have. What was I looking at earlier?
I saw the $14.99 one. I didn't
that
like
one's
the card back, so
yeah, it's all right. I mean, City of Brass is like a really old card.
Yeah, if I did do it, it would be for the gems, because I mean, regularly 3,500 gems cost about what, $20? $20.
Yeah, so you're saving $5
Yeah.
on that one. But I'm thinking that as soon as Kamigawa drops, if you get the pre-sale, that's pretty good. $50 for 50 packs. That's usually and then it gives you some other stuff too.
I was gonna say it also gives you like one of the cards right off the bat, and then gives you the special card style version of it.
Right.
And so that's $1 a pack plus an extra card plus a styled version of that extra card.
Yeah,
it's not a bad offer.
Now they have the alchemy boosters. You can get 20 of those for 15,000 coins. So that leads me to believe at some point they're gonna have a discount on a big stack of Kamigawa boosters, which will be just fine.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's pretty exciting. Of course, I did Sector Smash this weekend. That was fucking stellar. Like, it didn't go off without a hitch, but the things that I had a problem with were very minor compared to the shit that it took me forever to set up, and that shit worked perfectly. I was so stoked. If you guys got to see it,
it was pretty awesome.
It was, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I've never had anything on my channel that looked so professional, and I was just really impressed that it actually worked. But we had a pretty good turnout for that, and I don't know, based on the challenge, we've already got like 30% to the next week, so it seems like people are wanting it every weekend. So as long as that keeps going, I think I'm gonna keep
Saturday night fight nights.
Hell yeah, bro. Other than that, I haven't been really playing much. I did play a little bit of Apex with Jack on Tuesday, and then of course this Tuesday the new season drops. Ooh. So we're going to be playing the new 9v9 mode, which unfortunately I found out it's not 9-man lobbies. It's you get a 3-man lobby together, and then they smash 3-mans together to make the 9-man team.
Yeah, it's not. It's not going with 9 people. That would be crazy. That would be
so cool.
Because then it's like, all right, everybody fucking load up Apex again. Let's go.
Exactly. Right? Yeah, that would have been genius if they did it that way.
I was going to say, I don't think they're going to do anything more than a 3-man squad, because there were people clamoring for at least a 4-man team, and they absolutely said they won't do it.
Yeah, so, I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
Yeah, I don't know what the balance is on the 3-man squad either. So, but
maybe the powers just get too crazy when you got 4 powers or something like that. You know, it doesn't seem that it would unbalance it that much, but maybe it does. I assume that they've tested it to some extent, and been like, that's why they're saying no.
Yeah, they probably have their reasons.
I'm sure. Other than that, I haven't touched Vanguard. I haven't touched Minecraft, which I actually updated it and everything, logged into it, and I was like, no, I'll play this later. And then Project Zomboid. Actually, I did play some Project Zomboid the other night as just kind of like I was bored and I wanted something to mess with. But it's been arena for me all week. What about y'all?
It's been light for me this week too. I've been playing a lot of Arena Online, but I did stream it Friday. I played against Moose and Servo, and to which I received quite an ass whipping on both fronts.
Talking about, I was just coaching you. You know, let's just help.
Yes,
you're playing against some seasoned players.
I mean,
you gotta expect a little bit of an ass whooping.
I'm not that type of person. It's not a complaint by any means. I don't want you to take it that way. I'm not that type of person that goes in expecting to win. I'm that type of person that wants to play against the professionals so it can improve my game.
That's good.
I dig that.
That's the type of person I am. No matter how many times I get that ass whooping, I'm like, okay, what can I learn from it? Because Servo saw I got a patience problem, and
I did notice.
And I get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm just everything going balls to the wall and attack. And he's like, no, just wait, let them build up their deck, and you find that right moment when they drop when they drop their like, this is my win card, and like then you pounce. And I'm like, I tried. I got a little better, but it's gonna take some getting used to.
Yep, gotta lose to learn.
Do you feel like the games after Friday night have you had any more success than usual?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because remember I was saying that once it's my turn and I have the mana to spend, I don't save any of it. I use it all.
Yeah.
So
see, maybe it's less of like, maybe it's less of training him in other directions and more of like honing him, like giving him a red deck wins or something, or giving him a goblin fling deck.
You know, it was interesting to watch him play the control deck, because that's what I was like, you know, I was.
It takes a certain type of like mentality to play those kind of decks.
Exactly, and that's why people like talk about. That's why I posted that quiz in the chat, because I was curious. I was like, if Lat took this quiz, like what kind of deck colors would it say that he would be more likely to play? Because that's exactly how the decks function. Like if you're an aggressive player, it helps to, you know, to play an aggressive deck. Whereas if you're someone who's like a little bit more defensive, like, you know, I mean, of course you can switch back and forth if you understand how they work, but you know, right off the bat,
we could probably give him like a Rakdos deck and it'd be pretty solid.
Fits your personality.
Interesting.
Your play personality, you know.
You know what's funny is I clicked on the link and then I saw it was going to take like 75 minutes, and I was just like, I'm not gonna.
It didn't take that long. I flew through that shit pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep.
Yeah, it was literally just click. All right, this is my answer.
I just said I have a patience problem.
I know. It's part of your training.
So we're gonna build you a nice Rakdos deck, and you're just gonna have all of the fireballs and all of the just murder that you can have.
Green, red, yeah.
We're gonna give you some dead weights, and we're gonna give you some lightning storms, and it'll be fine.
After I took the whipping from Moose and Servo, I went back to standard with my white black deck, and I scooped up 2 wins.
Yeah.
Right after that,
white black is very dominant in standard right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What I'm doing.
I mean, hell, white in general is like very dominant right now. There was a white weenies deck
aggro,
that took
black,
one of the
blue white
recent tourneys.
So I did that Friday. Ring of Pain. I did a couple rounds of that. I didn't hate it as much as Jono and Moose led me to believe I would.
Listen.
Not so much.
It's one of those. It's more like you're not gonna hate it. It's more of one of those things where it's gonna get addicting, and also you're just gonna go in there and you're gonna go, fuck, why do I keep dying on like the first turn?
Bingo.
You just go in and bash your head against a wall for like 30 minutes and you go, okay, maybe I go left instead of right. Maybe I don't run straight into a bomb this time.
That's right.
Maybe we don't attack the chicken as soon as we see it, because I made that mistake the first run.
No, you fucked that chicken up.
No, that chicken fuck you up. That chicken don't play no games.
I will admit I had to get used to the bombs because I was outright attacking them. And, you know, once you hit them, they explode on you. And that just reduces your health. So I had to take a step back and say, okay, I'm not going to. I tried running away from them, and it works the first few levels you are. But as you progress and get to about 5th or 6th level, you have like enemy cars that will follow you as you're trying to run away, and they end up chasing me into like the bombs I'm trying to get away from.
So one of the biggest things in that game is the ability to just go, oh, you know, maybe I don't want to search for things on this room. Maybe it's safer for me to just exit this one instead. Like you don't always have to fight.
Says just you.
Yeah, I'll say it too. Shit, there's a ton of runs where it's like, I'll get to like the fourth floor or whatever, and then 5 just does not look good. 6 does not look good. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna grab everything that's up front, not even start a single encounter, and hedge my bets on the next item I can get, and move from there.
I'll look at a floor, flip like 2 enemies on there. They're 2 enemies that I don't want to have to deal with. I've already flipped an exit, and I look and I go, is that upgrade really worth it? No, because I'm going to take somewhere between 18 to all of my health getting there. So, no.
Yeah, well, there's my other problem. I'm trying to whoop ass on every level that I get to.
I mean, there is an achievement for that gives you an unlock. So
there is. What it's like, get through the first 8 or 9 levels by killing everything in a room.
I thought it was 12, but yeah, I guess so.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know that there's one for getting through the first 6 floors without killing anything.
Yeah. That one's particularly easy to do.
Yeah. As soon as you find like one of the stealth things, you just abuse the shit out of that.
And I finished Backbone. Servo, I finished Backbone.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
That ending was weird.
Yeah.
It took quite a turn. I thought it was just going to be some cute little pet neo-noir story about a detective and his cases.
Yeah, that game is not cute by any means. Like, it's kind of like you just looking at it, yeah. But if you know what's going on, no, that's a serious game.
Then it took the sci-fi horror turn. And then I ended up in the desolate wasteland. I'm like, what is going on?
All right, that game's nutty.
I assume there's multiple endings.
I think so too. I haven't played through it.
I think there's multiple endings because there was a gentleman that dropped it, or a lady, I'm not sure which, but someone dropped into my chat, and they said they played through a second time where they didn't notice one of the characters was in the club in the beginning, in like the first chapter. So, and he or she made different choices the second go around, but she wouldn't tell me the ending. She said she didn't want to spoil it for me. So,
oh, gotcha.
Fair.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
But yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, was that it? What the hell have I been playing this week? Let's see. Well, Moose and I were just playing a shit ton of RoboQuest. That's for sure.
Oh,
I picked it up when it was on sale last week during the Lunar New Year sale, and played it forever ago.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That I had played it first a while ago, and it was like, okay, it's a good game. I can see this.
And it's had a lot of updates since then. It's a roguelike shooter where you play as a robot. They've added 3 other classes besides your main class into it. It's just PvE roguelike shooter, just like Gunfire, like Risk of Rain, and it's multiplayer now, which it wasn't before. So it's a lot of fucking fun, and you just keep getting upgrades and perks and updates and things into it. So
yeah, and it was funny because you guys were talking about it, and then Jono was basically like, "Oh yeah, now with the updates and everything, it's a lot like Gunfire." To which I just pipe up like, "Excuse me, what? There's another game out there like Gunfire, and I don't have it? What the fuck?"
Literally,
I bought it on my phone at the table while we were talking.
Yeah, literally stops like mid sentence as soon as I said it was like Gunfire. It's like, and purchased.
Yeah.
All right.
Just straight up bought it on the spot.
Game's
Sometimes
fun.
you gotta do it like that.
Yeah.
It's true.
And I've been having a blast with it, so no buyer's remorse here.
Hell yeah, man.
Apart from that, restarted Kingdom Hearts again because I have problems and I wanted to get another one of my friends addicted to it. So, it happens. So starting Kingdom Hearts 1 again, and then oh my god, Moose is Mooseceptioning.
Don't mind me.
Okay. Definitely won't. And other than that, I don't really think I've been playing much else. Pokemon, lots of Pokemon.
Oh,
That's the other thing,
Yes.
because fucking Pokemon is so goddamn good. I've just been on like a string of running around catching alphas, because when you like evolve the alphas, they're massively different in size than the regular versions of Pokemon.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's
Yep.
so good. It's so worth it.
Have you beaten the story already?
No. God no.
Betsy-
I'm so
Betsy
addicted to
beat it,
just
like-
going around and fucking catching right now. Like, I'm getting further so that I can get other things to get other Pokemon. That's the only reason why I'm doing story.
Betsy did like all the side quests and then ran out of side quests, so she had to do the story and then beat the game. Like, I think it was like the day before yesterday.
Wow.
I was like, damn. And she's like, yeah, I'm just doing. She's doing what you're doing now. I'm just farming alphas and shit like that.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been farming alphas, like running to try to get shinies. I've already gotten 2 shinies.
Oh, you haven't done the very last mission yet? Oh, okay. Sorry.
No. I know that the shiny charm is in the game and everything, just like the other games, but you can get shinies normally, and I've found a few already. I fucked up one, and I'm pissed about it. It was the first shiny I came across was a Cricketot, and it showed up, and I was like, "Wait, there's shinies in this game?" And then fucked up on catching it. I threw like 16 balls in a row at it, trying to get it to stop fleeing, and it still didn't get caught.
Damn.
But I did catch a shiny Golbat, and I do have a shiny Ponyta.
Yeah, the Betsy's got the shiny Ponyta, and there she's in the chat. I knew she was gonna say something.
Shiny
She just got a
Ghastly.
shiny Ghastly.
Oh, I want a shiny Ghastly so
That would
bad.
be nice.
Yeah.
I want a shiny
Honestly,
Ghastly.
from what I've seen of Arceus so far, it is like it has gotten me the closest to being tempted to just running out and buying a Switch for a single game. Like,
I mean,
The
it's really cool. Like, it's graphics wise, you know, it's like Breath of the Wild, you know. It's not like amazing. They're not like, you know, you're not like looking at an Unreal Engine game or anything, but at the same time,
I'm
like
not buying a Switch.
the
in
art
comparison
style-
for a
Yeah, that's what
Nintendo
I'm saying.
game,
the style of it. Well, the reason I say is because a lot of people are complaining
Mhm.
that the game is like the graphics need work, and I'm
It's a
like,
Switch.
bro, yeah. First of
Nintendo
all,
always stays behind graphically.
yeah.
it was never meant to be that though. Like even that being said, it was never meant to be looking like that. You know, it's again, it's like Breath of the Wild. It's a beautiful game. It's not meant to be like a technologically advanced game.
Yeah, I'm not expecting like RTX puddles everywhere and shit. Like, I'm not
Exactly,
expecting that. I'm
exactly.
expecting it to look.
I
pretty
mean, but
in its
honestly, you'd be
style.
surprised
Yeah.
with bits of how pretty things are in there, just in general.
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that they've done with it. Like Link's Awakening, that remake, that's a very pretty game, and it's on the Switch.
yeah.
So I mean, they could have done something like that, but I feel like it was a choice, and I feel like people tend to forget that. But that being said,
I don't
there's
have a
lot
single
of really
complaint
cool
about
things
it.
in the game that they included, like the way that you can catch Pokemon and have them there with you, and the way you battle, and the way that the certain Pokemon are like very aggressive in the different regions, and just
Having
watching
Pokemon
it,
just
even not
be
having played it,
statically
is
alive
really
in the
pretty.
world is fucking
Yeah.
fantastic. Just like
It's
looking
really-
up
it's
in the
really neat.
sky and seeing a Gyarados stupidly hovering around in a circle is like, oh, look at him go.
Oh shit, really? Oh, Betsy says that there might be some DLC coming out in April.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it
That's
at all.
awesome.
I heard that too.
Oh yeah, that would be
It's
exciting.
so there's only one thing that I really wish, because it's the coolest fucking part of the game, and I wish that you could repeat it. I don't know if you can or not after later, but the like frenzy fights in the game, they're basically like your big boss fights, like what would essentially equate to like your gym battles in the game.
Yeah.
The frenzy fights are basically Dark Souls fights that you can choose to take with Pokemon, or you can choose to do it solo as your trainer. and they're some of the most fun shit that I've ever done in a Pokemon game. I wish that I could continue doing those even after like you've completed them.
Yeah,
because they are so unique, and it's learning a pattern. It's literally playing Dark Souls bosses. It's learning a pattern and getting around it.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing that people were like complaining about, is that they're like, like, you know, nobody wanted Dark Souls Pokemon.
Fuck
And
them.
I was gonna say, I was like, you're not everybody, first of all, so you don't fucking know that.
Yeah.
Secondly, people do want that. People definitely do want that. And it's very much like again, Breath of the Wild. Most of the big boss battles is like learn the pattern, move, dodge, do this, hit that, do damage, you know, find the weakness, you know. In Pokemon it's the same thing, you know, it's simplistic but complicated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's fire, water, electric, you know, but there's like all the different weaknesses and stuff. And you can go to great lengths with a lot of leveling and team building and things like that. You know, it's awesome. I just think it's an awesome game.
Fucking I'm loving every second of it, so I'm just getting as much as I can out of it.
Yeah, it seems exceedingly worthwhile.
Plus it's not like every part of it is very much where they don't tell you shit about shit. You walk into that game and there's like a large tutorial gap in the beginning where they tell you some stuff, but then like you don't have the option when you catch every single Pokemon, because you're going to be catching them like fucking rapid, to rename your Pokemon. You don't have to go through that no, just shut up and put the Pokemon in my party. You don't have to go through the process of learning where everything is in town, someone walking you around and showing you everything. There's not like the whole walk around and like, oh, here's where the trading is, here's where your shops are. No, you have to figure out like everything about the game on your own, basically.
Yeah. I do wish that more games were like that. I mean, I'm sure there's a certain level of like, hey, we have to show you where this is and that is, but you know, like,
no, like stop holding my hand, let me enjoy.
Yeah, let me look around and see what's here, you know.
I want to be shocked and have these. I didn't know, like, I'm like 3/4 of the way through with that game. I didn't know that you could fucking sprint the whole time. I didn't know that you as your character could sprint. I thought that you could only sprint using Pokemon. Nope. It's little things. It's little, just don't tell me everything. Let me explore, and I will have a way better time with your game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's me. That's what I've been playing.
Moose, what you got?
So this week, I finally got around to a game that's been sitting in my library for a while because at Jono's request, I had not touched it until I could stream it. And that was Inscription. And I love me roguelikes. I love me deck builders. So Jono's stipulation was like, hey, you're going to love Inscription, but if you buy it, you're not allowed to play it until you bring it to stream for your first time through. I was like, nice. All right, fine. So I finally found the time, went in, started it Wednesday night, had my entire brain blown out my asshole, and came back Thursday night to keep going. If I wasn't so damn tired and busy the past couple days, I would have probably finished it on stream, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to be streaming a few days this week on the Remnants channel just so I can finish it, because now that I've started it in front of the internet, I have to finish it there, and I really want to finish this one because it's a mindfuck. It's a trip. It is a trip. Like, it's one of the few games I can remember in recent memory where it's just like I'm constantly thinking about it after the fact of coming back from a session with it, like, oh wait, I wonder if this means this or this means this. Like, it has a lot of ARG elements to it so it's a deck builder ARG pretty much, an augmented reality game, everyone, everyone who's unfamiliar with them. But yeah, no, it's a skull fuck, dude. Like it's a crazy game.
That's cool. Yeah, when I came in, I was watching. You were saying that the game had like changed from one game to a different game, pretty much.
It did between Wednesday and Thursday. Like, you boot the game up and just like don't pay attention to me if you still need to play Inscription or curious about it. Just don't pay attention. Like, mute me for like 2 minutes on your stream. I'll take 2 minutes and explain that. But no, you boot the game up and it is just a deck builder. Dude rolls out the playing board and it's like Slay the Spire. You know, there's a path, you choose it, cool beans, you get cards as you go along. But then one of your cards starts talking to you in the middle of a fight. And it's like, okay, that's weird. And he's like, yeah, just play along. I've got a plan. We can get out of here. Like, the hell does this mean? You beat the first layer of the dungeon. You beat the first map, and then the DM, who's on the other side of the table from you playing against you, is like, hey, I need some time to plan this next one for you. Why don't you go just take a look around for a little while? It's like, excuse me? And you stand up from the table and you're then just walking around the room that you're playing against this guy in, and there's like puzzles and shit in the room, and you can get other cards, and the other cards start talking to you. And then it just spirals out of control to the point where all of a sudden I'm watching this guy's YouTube videos basically explaining how he got a hold of a copy of the game that I just played. And then it turns into this like Pokemon deck builder where I'm going around a world, but it's a prequel to the game because after I beat the guy, it changed the flow of time and I could actually start a new game instead of continue, which was my only option. And now I'm playing a prequel to everything that happened to learn how I got here. It's ridiculous. And I don't even know if I'm halfway done yet. I have no idea.
One of my favorite things
in this story.
One of my favorite things about it, and it's such a subtle little thing, is when you first start the game, your first option is not new game or like start game, it's continue. And the story starts as if somebody has already played this game before and you are continuing off of their story.
That's funny.
I did harp on that at the start of the stream. Yeah, I was like, why can't I hit new game? I'm like, I haven't. I was like, I promise her. I was like, I haven't played this game yet. So like, don't think, I am holding true to my word. Like, I was tripped out. Like, why is there only a continue? I'm like, no, trust me, I haven't played this yet. I don't know why there's only a continue.
I specifically saved this game for stream.
Yeah, exactly. So I was trying to justify that, but no, that's just how it messes with you. So
it's part of the beauty of the game.
It is.
It's part of the story. It's great. I fucking love it.
It is it is incredible so far. Like, it has really, really messed with me.
That's funny.
Actually,
I was watching you play a little bit, Moose, and you got this like binary card.
Yes.
And it was like static. The card was like all static, like TV static.
Yes. So yeah, throughout the game, and I have a fucking notepad file right now of everything I've noticed, that at one point there was a card that was like, I was building the deck and then I got new cards, and then one of them was just a card made out of static, and then the description for it came up, and then all of a sudden it just flooded some binary that spelled out deep beneath. And then like at another point there was like a description of the story, and then there was just like a hint of binary in there. It says like Carnoffel code, and then it cuts to the guy, later on you're watching this guy's YouTube videos, and the creators of Inscription, the card game in his world that never had a digital release, and he finds a floppy version of it. So a representative of their company shows up to his house in the YouTube videos, and then she's like, hello, my name is, and then it glitches out, goes binary, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I've got a binary thing, I've got a coordinates finder in my browser window, so I'm swapping back between, because there's coordinates for stuff like real ARG shit. Her name is Amanda, by the way. I did the binary translation on stream. It's messed up. Like, it's just messed up.
That's why I wanted you to play it on stream.
You were 100% right about that. You're 100% right.
It's great.
But
it's such a good time.
Yeah, so that's like the main thing. I've been like dicking around with other stuff, but that has been like, yeah, I've been running like, Vampire Survivors just because that's fun, and reinstalled Apex, and been doing a bunch of stuff here and there. But legitimately, Inscription has been the only thing to stand out this week. Is like, I need more. So
yeah,
that's been my week.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I say we get to the news.
Indeed.
Yeah. Usually we start off with
Spell
some
news
Twitch
time.
drama, but
Usually, this time it's just gaming drama, game developer drama in particular.
I mean, there is some Twitch drama if you want to start off with that. It's not on there. It's not drama technically. It's just kind of some more follow-up. It's Pokemon's contract is up with Twitch as of 2 days ago. She hasn't officially said where she's going yet, but said that she'll officially announce it by, I think, the 16th is when she said. But Twitch kind of accidentally spoiled the surprise in a recent post, and it's some new Twitch gaming program thing that they're doing, and she's in it. There you go. There's your little bit of Twitch. Oopsie.
Right.
I don't watch Pokemon. I only watch Pokemon.
Pokemans. Hunter band. I know. I remember last week we touched a little bit on these NFTs and how
I didn't touch anybody's NFTs.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
no.
did. Don't lie.
No, you can't prove that.
Where's
Yeah,
our
we
cat?
can. We have the proof.
Can't prove shit.
We have the meats.
You have the meats.
You had the meats.
I do.
I got the meat beaters.
You're gonna have the meat sweats.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about NFTs last week and their quote unquote impact or up and coming impact to gaming. Well, I guess Team 17 tried to jump the gun to include NFTs, and it did not go over well with their community.
You mean like when
I
every
wonder
gaming
why.
community has tried to do that, and how every community's turned it upside down on the company?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
I mean, it's so funny to me. Like, you get a group of people who are like, hey, we got this great idea where, people like us can do this thing and make money. And then everyone else is like, hey, we should do that because this is kind of like something that we do. We could also make money with that. And then everyone's like, blah, 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 blah. You're not supposed to be making money. You're a big company. It's like,
Right.
we have this new technology now called NFTs. And people are doing some pretty cool stuff with it. And yeah, corporations are going to jump in on the game because they want their piece of the pie. But like, why is everyone getting so up in arms about something so, like, I just feel like it's so menial.
It was kind of a similar thing happened with Kickstarter too. Well, Kickstarter was supposed to be like the crowdfunding idea to get you, for the little guy to be a man who can't really fund this great idea that he has. But then I've noticed, especially with board games, you have a particular company who's bringing their new release to Kickstarter, and it's pretty much just ends up being a pre-order system for them because they already have the funds to make the game, and it just like overshadows like all of the indie guys that are trying to come up and like get the funding that they need. So like that corporation, of course they're going to want their money. I mean, if it's a new way to make money, of course they're going to jump on it. But how many of them are going to listen to their community and not do these NFTs?
I mean, if anything, I feel like this is coming from a part of the community, like for example, for me, I think one of the cool ways that they can, and they already are, but they can use NFTs is that they can do it with they can do it with cosmetic items in a game that people, of course, they have to want them. But
Yeah.
it would be cool to have a collector's item, like, for example, you guys remember, or maybe you don't, but you guys remember the breast cancer awareness Mercy skin in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Something like that would be really cool if you could purchase an NFT where the proceeds go to some charity, and then you get something inside of a game that's, you know, like you can show that, yeah, this is attached to the NFT that I have because I spent money to, you know, to do this charity. Like, I feel like that's a way to do it that's awesome and provide something cool, and you know, it's doing something nice, and it's all, you know, part of the NFT,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
My feeling
they're
on
not.
that is, why the hell even bother with the NFT and just buy the skin and support the foundation? Fuck the
Because-
NFTs. It's useless
because-
garbage
Because
for rich white
everyone
people.
wants to rip off
Because-
Ethereum right now.
Well, hear me out though, right? Because with the NFT, right, it's part of the blockchain. If you were to, for example, let's say I were to sell you a membership to you know, my community, and by buying the NFT for with that it's attached to that membership, you get access to like sub only streams and Discord this, and I'll do one-on-one coaching sessions with you, or whatever, you know, whatever it is. I'm trying to relate it to streaming. But
Yeah.
let's say I sell that to you, and then later on you're like, I don't really want that anymore, but there's a limited amount of them that I've sold, and somebody else wants to buy it from you for more than you paid for it. You could sell it to them, but then I get a cut. So turn that back to what I was just talking about. If someone wants to say, well, you don't play Overwatch anymore, do you want to sell me that skin that you got as part of that charity event? You could go, yeah, I paid $20. You can buy it from me for $40. Breast Cancer Awareness Company gets a piece of that sale. And that's why it's valuable.
Interesting.
Now, the one thing
I
I
still
don't know
think
is
they're useless, but I like your approach.
how far
I
down
can
does the
understand
blockchain
that
go?
approach, but there's also the scummier side
It's all the
of
way back to the source of the
NFTs.
item when you create it.
There's
I mean,
there's all
but
the kids
how-
with their fucking bored monkeys
Was it? Well, yeah, I saw that's
that are worth
okay,
like
yeah,
$3.69 billion.
something million. Yeah,
for
I
a
mean,
picture of
like,
a
how many
fucking monkey.
times can you sell it and they still make a profit of it? I mean, is it just twice? Is it just off the secondary market, or every time it's sold, they're still getting a cut, whether it's sold?
No, every time
Twice or
it's
9 or
sold
10 times?
for more than what it was purchased for, they get a piece of that.
Right. Okay. So instead of just selling the item $20, they make $20. Then
Exactly. Yeah.
with the NFT, if somebody sells it for 20, then sells it for 40, and someone else sells
Exactly.
it for 60, and then someone else sells it for
Exactly.
100, they're always going to get a piece of that pie.
Correct.
Okay.
Good example. You may be aware that there is a one of a kind Wu-Tang album that was sold and then bought by somebody else recently, and then bought by some other assholes recently. Just so happens that that company has been buying and selling NFTs. That's how they got the money to buy it in the first place. But if that album had an NFT attached to it, then some of that money would have gone back to Wu-Tang. Instead, it's just an album that somebody bought, and a bunch of assholes are buying and selling it for crazy prices. And, you know, RZA and them just have to sit back and go, oh, that's pretty cool. Even though they made that shit, they should be getting some of it. And that's
Right.
kind of where that idea originated from.
Because I have NFTs, but mine were just like, it wasn't something I went out and purchased. It was for attending a event. Last year, DC Comics did a DC fandom event, And
Right.
if you signed up to get notifications, they gave you an NFT, which is like a,
Right.
a specially designed comic cover by Jim
Right.
Lee. And I was like, okay, yeah, these are cool, but I don't have any intention of selling them because I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Like,
But if it
everything else I
became a
collect.
collector's item, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then that NFT gains more value. And that's kind of the idea behind it, is that it's supposed to be attached with art. Anybody
Yeah.
can just sit there and, like, you know, cut and copy paste the little image, but that's not the NFT. That's not the thing that holds the value.
Well, we'll see how it goes because it doesn't seem like because I've noticed everyone who seems to be jumping on the NFT bandwagon is catching a lot of flack. I just saw one where, her name just Captain Marvel,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
She bought one of those monkeys.
She was talking about starting an NFT, and a lot of her fans started giving her shit about it. And of course, we had Ubisoft with their 600-hour gameplay.
Ubisoft?
Was that Ubisoft?
Yeah, it was Ubisoft last
I
week.
don't know.
It was for an upcoming game. If you put 600 hours into it, you would get a special NFT.
Yeah, something like that. And you get like a picture of Ezio's nipple.
That's worth
Say
600.
less.
And Ubisoft, they had the Quartz thing that we just talked about.
Quartz thing?
Ubisoft Quartz, wasn't that NFT related?
Unsure.
You,
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
it was called Ubisoft Quartz. It was some kind of subscription where they were handing out NFTs, and
This
everyone
just sounds
thinks
like
shit
they're
about it.
peddling a bunch of like gemstones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fucking what's the damn thing?
I don't know.
I can't see into your head, man.
I can barely remember what happened yesterday. You guys want me to go back 3 weeks?
Oh.
No, we don't. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. I just have no idea what you're referring to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm
just
to
as
know.
lost as you are.
Yes, I would love to know, but I got no clue, man.
Well, it had to
Come back around to it. Come back around to it.
Let me look for it. Because I know Aggro Crab came out and they condemned Team 17 for this whole worm NFT that they created. So they were pissed off with them about that. And
Right.
I just didn't know that Worms was still popular enough to warrant having NFTs.
Worms is always going to be popular, man. It's just a good game to go back to.
I know that it's always going to be around. I didn't think that it was always going to be popular.
True.
It's like the plague. It's always going to be there, but
Fair.
do you always want it?
Yeah.
I say as I played Worms like 3 weeks ago.
I mean, Worms is great. I love Worms.
Worms is great.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that you forget about for like 10 years, and then you come back and you go, man, I'd play Worms.
Right? Like, why did I ever leave?
And you're playing like Golf It, and all of a sudden you see a Worms level, and you go, man, I forgot about Worms.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Lemmings. You just forget about it for half your life, and you're like, oh yeah, that was fun. I loved killing them.
Lemmings is great.
Are we waiting on Lance train of thought to catch back up? Well, he's
No, actually, what I was finding was this tweet from Aggro Crab about how they. I mean, it seems like it's an individual at Aggro Crab, or there's two that are listed here, but it does seem like it's just them being pissed off about their opinion of how NFTs can or can't be used. because Team 17, what they were saying was that they were going to be using a part of the money that was paid towards the NFTs to build vertical worm beds to regenerate food waste into natural fertilizer and trying to reduce carbon emissions, which is true. But at the same time, you got AgroCrab who's saying that they think that NFTs cannot be environmentally friendly or useful and are really just overall, it's like grifting. So, I mean, I get it. It's like they're seeing that the company is using NFTs as a way of getting people to spend more money on something that it's like it's going to turn into something else. They could have just said, "Hey, everybody, give money to this, fund this thing that we're trying to do to be environmentally friendly." But then, you've got those people out there who are going to be like, "No, I don't care about that. I'm not spending my money on that." But they do care about the cosmetics for Worms games. So it's like, okay, well, where do you get off telling people where and how to spend their money? Well, they're not. They're just saying that they're not going to work with them, which, to be perfectly honest, is kind of like, who fucking gives a shit? Like, the Team 17 is going to continue to do what they're going to do anyway, regardless of whether you're going to work with them or not.
I mean, fair.
Am I right or am I wrong? Like, I mean,
I'm trying to wrap my head around.
Care about it?
I mean, I didn't give a shit about NFTs prior to this, and I'm not going to after
I
this.
Just thought NFTs are dumb, and if people want to do dumb shit with their money, let them do dumb shit with their money.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around NFTs is environmentally friendly. Let's all switch to that. When it's like, it's a digital content for a digital purchase and a digital. Of course, it's environmentally friendly. It's in a digital environment.
So that's what I'm getting at. Is that the comment to me seems dumb, but also the idea is just it's the same thing that everyone else is doing. So why are they getting so uppity about it in the first place? Of course, Team 17 didn't comment on it at all, so we don't have really anybody saying, this or that or the other. There was someone who came out they're not connected to Team 17, but they are. It says they have a spokesperson that was actually saying that Team 17 doesn't have any plans to introduce NFTs or pay to earn NFT mechanics for any of their titles. So it's kind of like
who's actually got the right details here.
Yeah, it's like who. It's what it looks like to me is that people still, and it's kind of obvious because even for me to a certain extent, I'm still kind of like, okay, I know what they are, I know how they work, but like, do I want one? No, like I just I'm kind of in that band where I'm just like, eh. But then again, I keep seeing articles where it's like, so and so paid off their college, loan by buying and selling NFTs. So I'm like, oh,
but
okay.
See,
so it's like
the news is always going to show the outliers, which is the big issue with the NFT craze, is that the outliers are the ones that everyone's going to be like, I could throw an NFT on the internet today and be a billionaire tomorrow. I can fuck George Bush right in the eye.
And the truth of the matter is the vast majority of people who own one of those like drunken monkeys or whatever the fuck those things are called, like, aren't going to see any sort of returns from it.
The pictures of bricks.
Oh my god, yes.
So
Jack, I fucking hate you. It's downloaded. There's Lemmings on mobile now. I have Lemmings. Wow. It's alive again.
I mean, Lemmings is just great though.
I've never played it.
Really?
I used to play the shit out of it.
It's a very nice time killer.
All right, so I found it. The Ubisoft Quartz thing was supposed to be Ubisoft's new blockchain NFT platform, and the idea behind it was to sell games unique in-game NFTs called digits in limited batches. Well, when they made that announcement, a lot of people lost their shit, and the topic we had was when Ubisoft executive was responding, saying that the people just don't understand NFTs.
There you go. Exactly. And the people that do understand it either are really into it or just don't give a shit. That's
So
pretty much all what it comes down to.
they still plan on pushing that Ubisoft Quartz program, but it's for subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's for subscription.
Gotcha.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I was thinking about. I was like, nobody had talked about it at some point.
Yeah.
But it just seems to be showing up more and more, you know. It's not a day that goes by. I'm scrolling through the news and I see NFT this or NFT that. So I'm just like, here we go.
So people buy NFTs with Bitcoin, other crypto, aren't they super bad for the environment? So the energy concerns with mining Ethereum and Bitcoin and things like that is mostly what people are talking about, where people are, building these huge energy farms. But to be honest with you, only the most inefficient Bitcoin farms and things like that are the ones that are bad for the environment. Yeah, I'm sure they're out there, but from the way that I understand it, which I may be wrong in this case, but from the way I understand it, the whole point is to be making more than the energy that you're using. So the more energy efficient the farm is, the more profitable it is, which is actually leading to people finding more energy efficient ways of doing it, which means more energy efficient computing, which is good for everybody. It does hurt other markets, but as far as the environment goes, I would say that the takeaway from energy just from mining Bitcoin, without having looked at statistics about it, I would say, it can't be that much. It really can't be. I mean, we're talking about, again, people running like server. I mean, it's like having a server, set up. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we beat NFTs to death.
Yeah.
All right. So our next topic is about NFTs, and it's it's anybody here a fan of American
NFTs?
McGee's Alice in Wonderland?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be?
So they're making it into a TV show, supposedly. Well, actually, Radar Pictures announced that they're making it into a TV show, and David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, is going to be a part of it.
Hell yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be pretty cool, from what I understand, or at least from what I remember from the AI Dungeon version of this article. Is that it's going to be a 13-part series or something like that.
Right.
And it's going to be in the heart of this corrupted wonderland. And it's going to be, it's going to be pretty badass. So I'm excited to see it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Who would David Hayter play?
From what I understand, it's going to be... I think he's writing for the show. I don't think he's
what it sounded like
anybody.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, he probably would voice in there somewhere.
I was thinking he was voicing it. Yeah,
he could be the caterpillar.
I was about to say the fucking caterpillar. Like,
yeah.
Solid Snake is the caterpillar, 100%.
Yeah. It actually says there's no word yet on who the cast is going to be or where the show's going to end up, like HBO or Netflix or something like that. They don't know. So, but they're talking about how, David Hayter tends to bring a lot of different, skills to the games and TV and film that he's been in the past. So they're excited, for what he's going to do with Alice. So I'm assuming he might have a bigger role than just, being a voice. He might be having a couple different roles.
David Hayter as Alice.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
I went down the rabbit hole and I had to drink some liquid.
Like,
I'd be about it.
I would
Are you-
so be on board for that.
Instead of the Cheshire Cat, it's the Cheshire Ocelot.
Hell yes. I support this 100%.
Oh boy. All right, someone else take the next one.
So joining Warner Media, we have another delay coming up with Suicide Squad, the video game. So,
Honestly, I forgot
following-
this game existed again.
To be fair, yes. Prior to that article getting posted to our topics, I was just like, "Oh right, that was a thing."
Yeah, and because we got a trailer for it last year.
Yeah, they announced at the
But-
same time they announced the better Suicide Squad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if you've been following Warner Media, you kind of seen it coming because they delayed a lot of their other games. The Harry Potter Legacy, the Gotham Knights from Batman, the new Lego Star Wars, I think, is supposed to be coming out. All of those have been delayed, which is a much bigger game than the Suicide Squad one. So,
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
I'm very curious about the Hogwarts Legacy.
I really can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But also,
So
I forgot, because didn't they show us something recently from the Suicide Squad game? And they showed, like, King Shark being able to, like, eat people. Like, they showed him chomping people.
yeah.
Because I was pretty sure that was the part that stuck in my brain. I was like, I want to play that. I want to be King Shark. I want to eat.
Yeah.
Yes, Jono, his affinity for sharks. Yes.
Listen, King Shark was definitely, like, one of the best parts of the new movie. You
I
can't
have to
disagree
agree
with that.
No, King Shark was freaking amazing.
And you have a disguise.
He's a disguise. The best.
Yeah.
So if you're looking forward to Suicide Squad, you're gonna have to wait just a tad bit longer.
But hopefully it'll be worth it. Just like Gotham.
I'm sure it will. Yeah, with Rocksteady behind it, I have faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Rocksteady.
Yeah.
They haven't
Fingers
disappointed yet. Yet.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of disappointing, the one of the more famous Guitar Hero players, who I learned about fucking Guitar Hero bounties recently, was outed as cheating, and I don't know how people never caught this until now. Like, people spend so much time analyzing videos, especially for like top people and YouTubers and speedrunners and things. But this has been years, and no one caught this person until just recently, where they finally like went back to one of the videos and were like, he's not playing the notes. That's not the correct notes that are lining up with this part of the song.
Yeah. Like this guy's straight up just not playing this.
Something is a little sus.
It's on the video. You know, you just randomly clicking buttons. I mean, it's a difference in between if I'm just sitting here and I'm doing like this, and I'm whooping everybody's ass in Street Fighter.
Well, the thing of that is, though, is it is a little bit harder in the kind of things that this guy was going for, because he was claiming bounties for like some of the most difficult songs at 1.6 times speed. So even if he was actually playing it, it would look like gibberish with hands, like the stuff he was doing. So you really would have to care enough to take it frame by frame and be like, okay, I need to compare the note chart to these hand movements here. You'd really have to care enough to do that.
I mean, shit, they did it to call out Dream for the speed run of Minecraft. Why wouldn't they do it for the Guitar Hero kid?
Yeah. It was a much smaller community, especially since DMCA and everything like that have effectively killed the Guitar Hero community.
very much so. At least the live stream version of it.
Yeah.
Which the person in question's name, his username is Shmooey. Something along those lines. He'd had like over 100 plus videos, all of which are now taken down by him, and his accounts have all been moved to private after being outed. Which, obviously, of course, you're not gonna just leave them up and be like, no, fuck you, I'm the best. It'd be a ballsy move, though. I'd do it.
I mean, it's just really funny to, I don't know. Like, I was watching one of his videos, and it's like, it was kind of like what Moose was saying. Like, it's really hard to see exactly what he's hitting, but when you pause the video, like, unless there's a serious desync between the video and the game, it's pretty blatant, especially when he's playing like Buckethead, because his hands are just going like this.
Yeah.
When you see someone speedrunning Buckethead, it's like very, like precisely timed, the button presses. So it's like, and there's a rhythm to it. Whereas when you watch his hands, it's just kind of like this flailing movement where there's not a lot of rhythm going on. It's I don't know how someone didn't catch it sooner. Because I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of like someone cheated at trying to speedrun GoldenEye or Doom or one of those, and it's like so easy to tell when people are like splicing videos together or shit like that. So or I should say it hasn't always been easy to tell, but now they're like,
now it's a hell of a lot
people
easier.
They're like speedrun experts who are like, no, that's fake.
Oh yeah. The Council of Elders must review your speed run.
Exactly. Yeah, it just took a lot longer, I guess.
And then Summoning Salt will do a video on you.
So, if you've been with us over the last few weeks, we just a smidge bit excited about the Kamigawa release from
Tiny bit.
Magic the Gathering. Just
Kamigawa.
Just a little bit.
We've been a little incensed with the release.
Well, now there's another type of collaboration that's coming up to get excited about.
That's right, kids. Get your tentacle strap-ons. It's weeb time.
Yeah, it's time to weeb out.
Magic announced a collaboration with.
What? Sorry, I was just watching a video real quick.
Right.
I see now. I keep thinking Magic announced. I was about to say Magic announced a collaboration with Tentacle Strap-On, but that's not right.
Close enough.
No, it's with Hatsune Miku. Hey, Hatsune Miku.
Yay!
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
If you don't like Hatsune Miku, there's something wrong with you. It's like not liking like Blue from Blue's Clues.
Fucking hate Blue from Blue's Clues. Least
Every
favorite
time.
part.
Every time.
No.
You would.
No, it's all about fucking paprika. It's all about the best spice. Wait, what's the name of the other dog? The pink dog that's not blue?
Magenta?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, magenta.
That's the one.
The one that's
I was
not
gonna
blue.
say, what are you talking
The one
about?
that's not blue.
You mean the one that's the color magenta?
I don't know colors, man.
No, not that one.
I don't know.
You're bringing them logic in here.
Get out of here with your.
It's like, I can't even read. You guys expect me to know colors?
I have like 3/4 of an art degree that says that I should know colors, but I don't.
Oh dang! I'm gonna tell your art teacher that you don't know what magenta is. He's gonna come and take 1/4 of the 3/4 of the art degree that you have back.
Fine. It's fine. I made a fucking pile of easels and slept in his class anyway.
Nice.
Oh, damn! That's rough, bro.
So
I'm excited.
Is the extended collaboration just a song, or?
So normally when they do collaborations, they'll do it with Secret Lair, who does all of their like special edition like super foils and everything. Because they recently did one with Stranger Things where they did redos of a bunch of cards as the kids from Stranger Things, and they had like a lands and everything like that. So probably we're gonna get a bunch of Vocaloid like redone cards on Secret Lair, and maybe like a land set or something.
Yeah,
and it'll be like
get a Miku Planeswalker
through the fucking roof price. Secret Lairs are not cheap.
Yeah.
Also, the song is really cool.
Yeah, the song they
Really
put out
good song.
is a bop.
It's like, it's pretty heavy too. Like if you like you know, Perturbator or any of those, like, you know, the Time Cop, like it's just fucking litty.
One of my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
But Time Cop?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Next to Bloodsport.
true. True.
Anyway.
Speaking of Bloodsport, Bloodborne on the PlayStation.
What, my favorite Soulsborne
remake
game?
Yeah.
passes 100,000 downloads in less than a day.
I'm one
As
of them.
it says here, a hunter's
Oh, yeah.
dream,
Yep.
which means nothing to me because I have never played Bloodborne.
So it is a demake of Bloodborne in its entirety, all done in a PS1 style type of gameplay, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool.
If
It's
you,
absurdly well done.
it really fucking is. Like down to the items, some of the skill based system and everything. Like the maps are all redone as a PS1 game. I don't know where these people get these times to do these things, but man, it's fucking impressive when they do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, that must take a lot of time, just like making textures like out of a worse resolution and
Like purposely
Yeah.
going and making it in an old school engine. Yeah.
yeah.
And like it's so demade that, you know, the like the thumbsticks didn't exist in PSX, so the motion is D-pad, and it holds very true to how janky the control schemes and everything were back then, and the physics, you know, the hit detection and stuff like that. So it is purposely old school jank, and so
Right.
it's like a love letter to PSX games in the good and the bad ways.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it does. I was looking at a video of it. It very much reminds me of like Lost Kingdoms on the GameCube or something like that. Like just that kind of like
I was thinking
weird-
like
everything's in a
medieval.
weird yeah, everything's in like a weird perspective. All the menu options are like humongous and like humongous text for no reason. Like everything has that same like blue to black gradient behind it, like it's Final Fantasy 7 or something like that. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 actually is a really good comparison. All the little meters and stuff, they're like there's no depth.
Yeah.
Like all the polygons are kind of like, they kind of do that wobbly thing where they look like they're not really like a solid thing.
It's weird how much like PS1 style demakes have made such a big like splash lately, especially in like the horror genre. Like there's so many indie titles that are PS1 style
It's
games.
true. Yeah.
Is this just being a part of that and being one of like the best Soulsborne games is just like, fuck yeah, this is amazing.
See, this one was weird to me because I thought they were just misspelling remake the
No.
entire time.
No, they took the whole game and they unmade it down into a PS1 style.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I mean, I get that now, but I was just from reading it the first time. Before you guys started explaining, I'm like, are they? Should this be a PSX remake? But no.
No,
I
it is
get it.
most
I get it
certainly a
now.
demake.
I get it now.
It's such a weird, like there's two sides of the world on these types of things. There's the ones who are like constantly demaking games down into like old school style type of games, like people who are constantly making like newer games into like 16 or 8-bit style platformers or different games that are like that. And then you have the opposite where it's like people still trying to make Ocarina of Time and like fucking Unreal 4 engine.
Oh yeah, and I love that too.
The Resident Evil
Wild
the
and
Resident
like
Evil
4K.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of you continue your sentences.
Yeah,
I was letting him go.
No, I was actually, that was the end of that sentence.
Oh, okay. I was to say the Resident Evil 4 fan project, where they were basically even taking real life photographs of walls and shit that matched up with the game itself in RE4 to create real life like textures in that game. Like, these passion projects are getting crazy.
People nuts,
and showing
man.
off some real talent.
Mm-hmm. See, these are the people you need to ask for your Legend of Dragoon to.
I
Yeah.
did.
I don't see you out here asking all the indie devs to do it.
I'm not asking
you
all
were
the
asking
indie devs.
you were asking Microsoft a week ago.
Ask
If
them.
anybody could do it, why not Microsoft? They just spent
Because they don't own it.
Oh, if you just spent $46 billion, who gives a damn what you own? You're gonna have it soon. I mean, shit.
They literally have to buy it from their competitors.
Right.
Microsoft just spent whatever billions of dollars,
69.
and I'm just like, okay, if you can spend that much shit, I'm sure you got a little bit of change left to make a Legends of Dragoons game.
What if they
Yeah,
did
this
like
is one of those.
Legend of
Sorry, go
Dragoon
ahead.
light games?
Mm.
Like it was like Legend. It'll be like Tales of Dragons.
Legend of Dragoon Tactics Advance.
I'd play it.
I would play that too. Actually, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see a Mega Man Legends remake.
Same.
You know,
I fucking love Mega Man Legends.
Yeah.
we could have had it if only Nintendo would have worked better with what's his name?
I mean, I'd play it on the Switch. It can come out for the Switch. Mega Man Legends on the Switch.
Cool.
I know,
I'm cool with that.
just the original people split from there because of Nintendo, and then that's how we unfortunately had that one game that was awful that came out after that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bowser. I blame Bowser.
This is the image that the AI created when I put this article into it. By the way,
Nice.
kind of looks like Bloodborne. They got like
They have the gothic
clothed
style to
dude,
it.
bunch
Yeah.
of crosses, some old dead tree in the background. I don't know who that guy is, but there's some blood on the ground. Like it's, it's pretty good.
What a time.
So we have a psychic in our midst, and it goes
We do.
by the name. Yeah, it was by the name of Jono All Psyche.
Please never call me that again. Please never utter those words out of your mouth again.
So Jono Al Psyche predicted the downfall of the Stadia. I kind of feel like we all had a hand in predicting the downfall of the Stadia, because we were on the level of it's a double-edged sword where you can't have a system without the games, and you can't have the games without the system. And
Yes,
without
right.
Stadia having some type of exclusivity to bring
Yeah.
people to that console, then it was just going to falter and fade.
Of course.
I mean, that plus we've seen the trend of Google creating projects and then dropping them constantly.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't making us all the billions. Abandon it.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have the Google Dragon Ball Z scanner?
You mean Google Glass? The thing that I still
Yeah.
wish would have ever actually happened? Yeah.
God, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
That's the
coolest
one I'm
fucking
probably the
idea that
saltiest about.
the coolest idea that ever fucking came out of them, and then all of a sudden just dropped off the face of the earth.
It's like, yeah, we don't like that
Still
idea
upset
anymore.
about that.
Same.
But yeah, no,
Very
they're
same.
so they realized, oh hey, we don't have any games on this system, and we're not actively trying to get people to make games on this system. So they're looking to kind of so sorry. They're looking to kind of like pass off Stadia to someone else to do it as a different type of like platform.
Microsoft.
Not even, no, it's not Microsoft.
Imagine for a moment that they pass off the Stadia to someone and then it blows up because they put like one game on it that's like just it's the best game that's out at the time. Like fucking I don't know, Vampire Survivor 2 comes out on it and people are like, ah! And then it's like everyone wants the Stadia. For some reason it runs better on the old one that they don't release anymore. How about that?
But they're not even
like-
using
or
it
like-
as like a gaming system anymore. Like the way that they want to pass it over is kind of like more of a streaming platforming service system,
Yeah.
which is, it's really upsetting because okay, as much shit as I talk because I fucking hate Stadia,
Yeah.
the Stadia brought the wave of the idea of games as a service streaming platform. Like not games as a service, but like the streaming capability of you can play it wherever you are. The Steam Deck that's coming is like basically a child that was birthed off of the idea of Stadia. The Xbox's xCloud, where you can play anything from Game Pass, birthed off the idea of Stadia. Amazon even released, I don't know how well it's done because I really didn't look at it whatsoever, but Amazon Luna is based off of Stadia's idea of stream your games on any platform, anywhere, anytime, on like a phone or off of a tablet or your TV or whatever. They were the first ones. Yeah. They were the first ones to have that idea, and then as soon as they put it out there, became the speed race of everyone going, we're gonna do it better.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, everyone did it better.
Yeah.
Hard
to agree.
Poor Stadia.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that is pretty interesting. As a matter of fact, you know, like Luna is, I tend to see it like listed every once in a while. And, you know, the games on it are like games that there's some actually that I would like to try and finish, but I already own on other services. Like I wanted to play Abzu. I still have never played that. I never finished Watch Dogs Legions. There are some games on there like that I'm like, I could get into that, but it's not going to get me to get those. Now, on the other hand, they do now have a connection with Ubisoft, so you can get Far Cry 6 on it. You can get Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
They've also been giving away a ton of free games through Prime Gaming on Luna exclusively.
Yep, because it's of course connected through Amazon. Makes sense. I think that if there is going to be something like the Stadia that's going to succeed, Luna's going to be the one to do it, because with Amazon, you have a bigger connection to some of the games that are already available. And like Jono, you were just saying, with Prime Gaming, it's, you know, it all kind of connects together. I feel like it's just going to become probably Prime Gaming. The only reason that I feel like they're calling it Luna right now is to separate it while they try it out, so that if it doesn't work out, they can still kill it and Prime Gaming doesn't get a bad rap.
Yeah.
Fair.
But it looks pretty cool. Not to get off topic, but I like the idea of the Luna. I kind of even like the way the controller looks. Like I would use that to play a lot of PC games if it was just like universally recognized. The ugly white Google Stadia controller does not necessarily appease me. Although I do like the orange.
Do you mean this controller?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's just so rectangular.
It's feels like I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of generic. There's nothing really wrong with it. I just don't really care for it. The gray and purple scheme, I've always liked that. I think it looks cool. That's the Luna controller.
It's funny since I've had Prince mentioned something in the chat about him still having his second one from the 2019 Game Awards that we went to, and I was just like, I turned mine on once for the Chromecast usage with it, and I gave it to TQ Gamer and haven't seen it since. And that's probably around the same time. Did we give away a Stadia?
We did give away a Stadia.
Oops.
Hey, recipient of the Stadia, how long did you actually use it?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Recipient of the Stadia, I told you this when we gave it to you originally, and I'll tell you it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a cool giveaway, you know.
Give away the Stadia.
Hey, it was free.
It was.
It was free.
You can't do better than free. Well, no, I mean, we could have paid you to take it from us, but we're not that desperate.
Yeah.
I guess you could do better, but not from us.
I think Google should have paid us to have it in general.
Yeah.
Just rough. Just
what an
rough.
absolute mess.
Now, I know Jono got excited when he saw this article. Next topic.
Did. Because I get so excited when anything comes up about Bungie and Destiny. Speaking of which, I got my Destiny 2 Collector's Edition back there, and my Ghost is sitting right there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I got that in. It's 2 weeks early than it should be. It doesn't come out until the 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very happy.
Hell yeah.
But
So it's official. Sony owns Halo. So haha, fuck you, Halo owners. You guys are all screwed.
yeah.
Sony owns your ass.
Sony owns the bungo. Lot
In
muted.
case you didn't know, I'm being sarcastic. That they got everything but Halo.
But wait.
I mean, they got better Halo, so it's fine.
What about the Destiny TV show?
The
Destiny TV show, yeah.
Well, no, that is part of the topic, is that they're making a Destiny TV show. Yeah.
Oh, well, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Destiny TV show.
So the League of Legends animator, one of the animators from League of Legends has signed over and joined Bungie to make a Destiny TV show and movie.
Oh shit! Okay.
The same. It's
misread that.
When I was looking into it, it's not the same people who were doing Arcane. It's not the same people who did the series. So it's less hype than I was originally, but it is the same people who were doing
if it was the same people behind Arcane, this was going to be enormous.
Yeah, no, but it is the same people who were behind doing like the trailers and the animations for League of Legends, the Legends of Runeterra, some of the other like projects from the League of Legends universe. So it is still really nice.
Pretty hype.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty hype.
So they've officially signed on. They've had a lot of people like signing on with Bungie lately that have been there for like for art directors, for like like storyboard designers and things like that. So there's a lot coming for Bungie. Most importantly of which is the acquisition from Sony, which was a true thing. That is a thing.
Yeah.
They did buy Bungie
Sony
for $3.6 billion.
Minus the rights to any Halo, because Microsoft still owns that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did retain the rights for Bungie to work as its own separate independent studio. It is it's not going under the Sony Interactive Entertainment like umbrella. They are still like staying as Bungie.
Bungie, a subsidiary of Sony.
And
But I mean,
most importantly is that they said Bungie will retain all the rights to make the decisions on games being cross-play, cross-compatible, multi-platform, and Destiny will remain as such for all of eternity because it already is.
Yeah. Which is fantastic.
I mean,
yeah.
I was gonna say with Destiny, a game like that, it needs to stay crossplay, but I would not be mad if any future projects they decided that they were Sony exclusives.
No, especially not after fucking Microsoft scoop ups lately.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, unless you're Activision Blizzard, with Bungie, I don't think you really need to go in and change anything with that formula because it's proven time and time that it works.
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing that Sony could do is offer financial support, I guess. It's like,
which is honestly perfect timing on their part. There was a lot of people that were like in threats of leaving and things because like Bungie, like as much as I love them for being the underdog hero of get the fuck out of Activision Blizzard's grip hold and do it on your own, be your own developer, they have struggled a lot in the last few years because of it. They have done a lot of things that they couldn't recover from financially, and they have been like going a little spiraling downward. Sony stepping in and being like, nah, we got you, we'll back you, is kind of that saving grace for them. And there was a lot of directors that were about to leave, and part of that 3.6 billion was making sure, I think 1.2 of that was making sure that those same people stayed on because they were ready to jump ship.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Very true.
They're like, no, we need the whole family together.
Better zone.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It makes me real happy. As a Destiny fan, makes me extremely happy.
Yeah.
So can Bungie work on something else besides Destiny now? I mean, gosh.
I mean, they can, but I don't.
Got an expansion coming out in like a week or two.
And they got it through 2 weeks. Witch Queen, 22nd.
Yep.
Jeez.
So they're gonna be busy for a while.
That's just salty because he can't understand how to play Destiny, and he keeps playing. He keeps playing it on the wrong platform.
He is absolutely right.
And now that it's crossplay, he's all salty because he still won't play it, even though he can play it with us on any platform.
I still have Destiny 1 and 2 up there, okay? And I was playing it, and I didn't have a team. And somebody, he who shall not be named, was like, you can join my fire team. I was like, cool, bet. Then we went through the breakup, and then somebody else.
It's not my fault. You chose the wrong party.
Somebody else who should not be named, Jono.
You chose the wrong party.
Was like, just transfer all your information over to the PlayStation. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll transfer everything over to the PlayStation. Then when I do that, I'm left literally out in the cold in the fucking hub, the snow hub map. I've done all the missions, and I'm like, okay, where do I go from here? And I can't have, no one can tell me where I go from there. So I'm like, fuck this. It's like damn
open-ended question.
It's just like Monster Hunter.
It's like, where do you want
Monster Hunter?
It's just like Monster Hunter with sniffing feet. All you have to do is show me your screen, and I can be like, oh, look, there's a little thing that says go here.
Fuck Destiny.
Pick a planet, do bounties, fucking do the crucible, do things, do whatever you want.
So many things that you can do.
Destiny can kiss my entire ass. Left cheek, right cheek.
Not about to clap a cheek up in here.
I can make it clap. So I hope Bungie works on something else with this new acquisition by Sony.
They did say that they do have 2 other projects that are in pocket right now. So that is not Destiny, correct?
Yes. I am looking forward to seeing what those are.
But Destiny does have another 5-year plan for it.
Really?
So.
You want to just come back to Destiny? I thought it was a 10-year plan. Haven't we passed that?
It was originally a 10-year plan when it was signed on for contract with Activision Blizzard.
But they realized they were going to need a full year to spend just showing Lat how to play the game.
So they started tacking on additional years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they haven't done a good job of showing me how to play the game.
They have to make a very in-depth tutorial first.
Yes.
And then they can move forward with their other projects. They're focusing on you in specific. They're trying to get you to play the game.
Something that I think is wild is that game has been out for 7 years now.
Oh wow.
I've been playing that game for 7 years now.
Oh wow. So it was
It was 2015.
Holy
September 9th, 2015.
How much did you pay for it?
Which part? Which time?
Destiny 1 was like $30, right?
Destiny 1 when it first came out, no, it was a full price game, and I paid $100 for it because I got the collector's.
You got the collector's edition.
Because I have my ghost that's back there, still has Peter Dinklage's voice in it.
Nice.
And it's signed by Nolan North, so, you know.
That's hilarious.
I know. I did it on purpose. It's fucking great.
That is amazing.
I had it signed by the better ghost voice.
Yes.
I was actually surprised when I looked the other day that Smash Bros. Ultimate came out in 2018. I was like, it's been 4 years that I've been playing this game.
Yep.
You're right back.
Wild.
So fucking great.
Worthwhile.
I mean, it's not a lot of 4-year-old games that I guess that I'm playing unless they're like, you know, one of those continuous games like
Apex, Sea of Thieves,
Apex,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I guess they kind of did the same thing. They added new fighters. They kept it, you know, they kept it going, kept it fresh.
God, isn't Sea of Thieves is like 5 or 6 now?
I would say 6 because we went to TwitchCon to meet Rare 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That they also came out initially in 2018, March of 2018.
Oh, so then 4 years.
4.
Yeah.
No, it's not as old as I thought.
Well, I mean, you also have to remember we aged a lot because that first year there was 0 content and we still played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them rough times in the waters. Ah.
All right, what do you guys got coming up this week?
You know, maybe take a blowtorch, do some cocaine, run out into the streets, nipple clamps on.
As far as streaming goes.
Oh.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
IRL stream.
Popping ramen, baby. Yeah. That's what I'm doing all week.
Nice.
It's the whole week
ramen.
popping ramen. I mean, you did buy enough.
He's not even gonna drink them. He's just gonna pop them and then
I'm
go
just
right
gonna
to the
pop
next
them and
one.
throw them out. Yeah.
Like fucking like hand grenades. You just pop them and chuck them.
It's like I'm just like literally picturing like Moose's house just like littered with ramen bottles. Every time the cat walks by, he's like, "Pia!" launching them.
Not unlikely.
Oh boy. John, what are you streaming, bro?
That's a good question. If I get time this week, then I'll be streaming. Oh, I have so many things to do. Let me look at my streaming currently list. I might stream Escape the Are You Okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Annie, are you okay?
Yeah, that's what it's
Okay.
Michael
You're
Jackson
okay,
based
Annie.
horror game. But there was a crazy update in that game to where it picks up your volume from your microphone, like it picks up you actually speaking. So if you like talk or make any sort of noise or like scream or anything, it knows where you're at immediately and picks up on that and just hones in on you.
It just he's you to death.
Yep.
Yikes.
So possibly that.
Uh,
And then whatever the fuck we're gonna do for Survival Boys.
Project Project Zomboid.
Proboid.
We need to do a Zomboid.
Yeah, we still need to.
I need to finish Inscription on stream. I need to know how this ends.
Yeah. We foregoed Survival Boy so that he could do another night of Inscription because he's fucking addicted.
I'm
And I was like, no, go.
know.
I want you to play more. I'm just feeding this addiction.
I mean, I'm all about it. It was a really good stream, and I enjoyed watching you play it.
Nice.
So, if you guys were gonna do that again, but Zomboid can wait, in my opinion. But also, if you don't want to wait, then Zomboid.
Or we do all of the above.
Excuse me. Usually it's tomorrow, but Tuesday I'm playing the season start of Apex, which I already mentioned with Jack, and then Wednesday night is gonna be Magic the Gathering, and then Saturday either Sector Smash, depending on what happens on Tuesday and Wednesday, or I wrote it down. Hold on, sorry, because I always forget. Oh yeah, Kamigawa. I'm gonna do a big time pack opening of Kamigawa on Saturday if there's no Sector Smash.
Yo, Kamigawa unboxing.
I'm gonna bust like probably 100 packs or something on Saturday.
It's good to be bussing.
I'm a fucking bus.
Can I bust? Yes, I can. Can I bust?
Yeah, Lat, what you doing?
Actually, my lineup is similar to yours, with the exception of Sifu, which I'll probably be picking up Wednesday.
I love seafood.
Seafood's
Not
awesome.
seafood, seafood.
I had some of that last night.
Yeah, it was good.
Seafood.
Tomorrow.
Which is, in Spanish, it means yes, food. By the way,
my schedule lineup is not Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because of all of the changes that I've been going through. I just hit puberty, so I had to change my stream schedule to.
So you just hit puberty?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Puberty.
My quinceañera's coming up too, so.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Avidaze. So tomorrow I'll probably do Apex, Wednesday with Seafood, and then Magic on Friday for the release, where
Nice.
I'll be opening packs. Hopefully the release of Magic Kamigawa. But then after that, I streamline back to Seafood until I finish it, because I've been looking forward to that one.
Because I love seafood.
I've been definitely looking forward to Sifu since freaking Absolver. God, just my brain just like shut off for a second.
Absolver's pretty cool.
Absolver was great. If it wasn't plagued with those network issues, it would have been an amazing game.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, the PvE stuff was just baller. Like, that combat system was amazing.
It's really cool. I wish they had better connectivity, because when you get to PvP, it feels cool until all of a sudden there's a lag, and then it's just like, fuck. It's like kind of the same thing with like For Honor. When you're playing For Honor and you get fucking lag fucked by somebody, you're just like, God damn it. Like, I know that I'm doing the thing right. Like, just let me.
Yeah. They go for the wind up, and then all of a sudden they're behind you, just dropping crane kicks into your spine.
You're like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that does it for the majority of what we got going on this week, and the news and the games and all the things. So while I set up a raid, Moose, do you want to hit us with our subbies?
Moose, do you want to hit me?
Please. So yes, at the end of every stream, excuse me, at the end of every Sunday stream, yes, we like to thank everyone who helps us do what we love to do. It's been a long week, y'all. So I'm just gonna say some thanks here to our special subscribers. Pulled the list at the start of the stream. We got Good King 86, Plas SC2, Sparkly Unicorn 1219, Jazzer Dog, Loaf, It's Batsy, Quantum Chickpea, and Nobuko Zero. Thank you all so much for subscribing. We love all of you. We love everyone in chat. We love everyone listening auditorially. That's not the right word for that, but I'll go with it.
Audio orally.
Audio orally, yeah. And
with
that's
your
it.
Ears. Listening with your ears. Your ear holes only.
Yes.
Not your eye holes.
Putting us in your holes. We appreciate you for it.
Exactly. Also, in the brain hole. Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Also, we're going to raid now to Oximus Prime.
What's Oxy playing?
I wanted to include for the end of the audio clip. If you guys want to go check out a cool Twitch streamer, Oximus Prime, Ox1 Mus per 1 me is how you spell it, on twitch.tv, or you can find the link in our Discord. Check us out.
Per 1 me.
remnantgamers.com and elsewhere.
How do you spell that again? Ox1 must per 1 me.
Ox1 must per 1 me.
I dig this.
TV/Ox per 1 per what must me. Okay.
He's doing that leet speak,
Easy.
and I like it.
If you don't know it, then learn it. Okay. Peace out. Buy a t-shirt on No Name Nerd.
And check us our website.
See you next time.
Get swagged.
Website, social